What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, Mystic Watch, and today we got a brand new video. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of a informational video and breaking down the new cash shop on top of the new bundles that came out. So let's actually take a look at the cash shop first before anything else. So we have the updated cash shop, and I want to focus most of my time on the new Galland and the new Melascula. So I have their information pulled up. I'm not going to be going into their characters as much, but I'm going to be breaking down how the coin shop works. That way you can either save your money if you want to spend money, or you can save your coins and use them appropriately. To start off, let's go over just the general changes that happened in this last update. And they were amazing changes. You know, overall, everything, they pretty much just buffed the coin shop completely. I think I said cash shop. If any of you guys are MapleStory players, you know why. But they added the Lilia headpiece. They did not add her weapon, it seems. Or did they? And I can't see it because I already own it. That could be a thing. But they have Lilia's headpiece here, and they have Valenti's headpiece plus weapon. I think most likely that's what it is that I picked up Lilia's weapon and it's probably just not showing up here. And this is a really good change just because original characters are that much harder to come by. You know, they're only in here, you know, once every 2 or 3 months they come back, and it's just hard to get them, right? If you miss the banner they were on, then it becomes real tough to pick them up. And eventually when you do pick them up, you know, maybe you don't pick them up on the banner, or you get more dupes later or whatever, and you want to invest more into them. The game doesn't really give you the costumes in a way where... This is one of my big issues with Grand Cross, is that costumes are a stat boost, right? They're an investment on your character, and you pick up, you know, once you get to that end game level of CP and PvP, where every little CP counts, or every little stat boost makes a difference, and you're investing in these costumes, when you're willing to invest into the costumes and the costumes aren't there, that's the problem for me. They don't really bring back the stuff as much as I'd like them to. That's kind of my one concern. So this is a really nice change. The fact that we're getting a new original character most likely suggests that the coin shop will be updated so that the new characters' costumes will end up in here as well. Keep that in mind. So if you do want to pick up costumes and you do not want to spend money or gems, you now have an option to get them with SSR coins. But my philosophy is costumes are irrelevant, and like I go for the units first and then the costumes after, right? If you don't have all the units, that's like your first priority. Let's go take a look at this shop. They added a couple more SSRs to the red coin shop. You can see here that we have Gilthunder, which is a really, really nice one. But the biggest one, by far, is Green Jericho. She is someone that you want to buy her dupes every time she comes on sale. And it's because of the fact that for all of these ranking events, things are going to change now because of the fact that Derriere just dropped. But let's say you don't pull Derriere. Jericho is the best or the hardest hitting unit in the game when it comes to this PvE content. So you need her. Keep in mind. And also you have the type effectiveness advantage there. But yes, I highly suggest picking up Jericho when you can. And besides that, they added Elaine, Arthur, and just Gilthunder, I believe. So I think that's a really good, you know, just a good increase in the coin shop. Arthur's another big one you want to pick up just because he's a fate partner to Merlin. And yes, the SR1 exists, but eventually you want to get in the mindset of investing in these SR units because SSR units are better fate partners when maxed out than SR units just by nature of their stats. When we go here, biggest increase is, besides them including almost all the SRs in the game, the biggest thing about here are the 12% tickets. If you guys don't know what I mean by 12%, the way these tickets function are they have a 12% chance of giving you an SSR, and a whatever the 88% chance of giving you an SR. So there's a zero possible way for you to get a rare using this ticket. Meaning this is a way for you to convert your, for example, 700 coins into like kind of leveling up your coins, right? Because I have not had an issue with stamina for a long time. If you can do your dailies pretty easily without ever having to burn through any further stamina than what's provided for you in the day. So yeah, and while subbing and you just keep racking these up over time, it gets to the point where it's like you just have so much where it becomes useless and you don't want to waste them. So great way to convert your extra coins. Like me, I'm personally considering taking half of these and just converting them into SRs and SSRs, just so I can keep a better stockpile of coins with me. And then the rare coins also got buffed. This is more like irrelevant, but you can technically convert your friend coins into rares and then use those and convert them again. But I think the friend shop is the most efficient for just buying stuff with your coins. So you're better off just using these straight up on stamina pots or this. Also, the PvP stuff is nice whenever you need it. But that's about it. Now I want to go back over to the Galland and Melascula. As you can see here, I already picked up Estarossa because I did not have him prior to this update. I picked him up immediately because he was 7 coins, and it's already confirmed that Green Derriere is going to be joining the lineup here. And you can tell, they'll confirm every time something does. My assumption is every time they drop a double commandment banner, they're going to put a unit here. And pretty much what they're going to do is, you have your 7 sins, and they're going to add the 10 commandments here. And those are going to be the lineups. And you can kind of see what they did here. The 7 sins all cost 7 coins. And then the 10 commandments will all cost 10 coins. It's a little sneaky little thing they kind of put in there. But, whatever. It sucks that these are 10 by default and then reduced down to 7. But yeah, that's how it is. What I'm thinking they're going to do is they're going to rotate this in a way where it'll be 1 10 commandment, 1 sin, and then 1 random unit. Or they'll do 1, 2, and 1. But, whatever it is, they're going to have a rotation going on. My big point is, never, ever in the history of this game, buy a unit at full price, for the love of God. Never buy one of these sins at 7. Never buy one of these commandments at 10. Unless, for some reason, it's like, you got a super boss. If it's in a situation where it is like now, where we have a super boss battle that's been out for 2 or 3 weeks, and on the last 2 days, they release a new banner with the most broken unit in the game that can now clear beyond all imagining, just burn through the rankings. And it's like, it's a must-have. At that point, it's like the one scenario where I'm like, okay, if buying this unit gives you an investment immediately, then go ahead. But usually picking up, like, none of these units are so broken to the point where if you don't have them, you're automatically just gonna like fall behind the game. When a unit comes out, it takes a little bit of time for that unit's presence to really be felt in the game. For example, we'll just say Escanor or Demon Meliodas, Blue Demon Meliodas. When they came out, yes, they were amazing and still are amazing, but it's not like the day they came out, all of a sudden every single person in the game had Escanor or Estarossa. Demon Meliodas. It takes a little bit. Usually by week number 2 is where like the meta really settles in. So that's kind of my point. Where it's like, even if these units are amazing, just don't pick them up until they're on sale. That's like the big thing. Never pick them up when they're until they're on sale. Now, the last thing I wanted to go over is, well, the other thing you can do, and this is what I guys want to show you. I do this all the time. When it comes to PvP, figuring out a team that works for you is really key. when you don't have all the units in the game, you know, you might not be able to build the most optimal PvP team. And then you have to kind of figure out something for yourself. Now, if let's say you do have majority of the units, and you're in a situation where you're, you know, should I buy this 10 cost commandment? Yes or no? Just come over here. Take a look at what the top 3 are doing. Simple as that. And as you can see here, this is Penetration Heaven. I shouldn't have said that. That sounded so weird. That, yeah, I'm sorry. My bad. But you can see here, it's like not a single person is using Derriere. Not a single person is using Galland or Moleskula. And you gotta keep in mind that these are the people who have, you know, lying around all the materials in order to pick these guys up. So if they were broken, you'd see them up here right away. This is usually what I check just to confirm with myself. Like, I've been playing the game a long time, so I can form my own opinions on how good the units are. And for the most part, I'm right. Like, you know, it's like, oh, yeah, I think this guy is pretty bad, never see him again. Or if he's broken, like, yes, you'll see him immediately. It's not too hard to figure it out, right? But this is a nice way to just check yourself. And it's like, okay, you know, let's see what other people are doing. You can only see the top 3. That's more than enough. That way, you don't fall into this trap of wasting currency when you don't need to. Now, for those of you guys who are willing to spend money, I wanted to break down this pack. Because this pack is the first time where we're given units as a purchasable thing. So we're getting... We'll just look at one of them, right? You're getting 100 gems, 30 of each raid material, and 6 SSR pendants plus the unit for 90 bucks. Whatever it ends up converting for you guys. But this is the price. So what is your money going towards? You are paying for 100 gems and you're paying for Galland. Everything else here is thrown in there to make the $90 price tag feel more reasonable. Anything that can be farmed in this game that is in a bundle is not it is horrible value. Right? Anything that you can farm. If you're buying EXP pots, if you're buying gold chests, if you are buying raid materials, you either have so much money that you do not care about spending it efficiently, or you're being baited by the game and simply want to progress faster than, like, you know, you don't have the patience to progress at the rate that the game has set for you. Those are the 2 reasons. These are almost never, ever a good deal, right? If these 4 items were sold separately for like 30 bucks, you would never buy them. Because why would you buy them? You can just farm these in like 2 days. Like, the SSR pendants are a little bit harder to grab, but you're getting them all the time, you know? Once a month we're getting these donate $1 million to a town and pick up SSR pendants. You're getting them from your guild, you're getting them from the guild shop, you're getting them from just doing your dailies, you're getting them from new story events. They're just being tossed out all the time. And when you first start the game, yes, it's harder to pick them up, but eventually it gets to the point where you just have like 50 of them sitting around in your inventory. You know, don't buy it because of this stuff. Now, this is what I wanted to explain. Let's go here. This double gem event happens all the time. Usually once a month or once every 2 months. And what they do is, normally you get 152 gems or 153 gems, whatever it is, for this same price point as that bundle. And they double the bonus amount, so that way you're getting like another 50 gems. So we're only looking at this bundle right here. So in terms of the math, for each dollar you spend, you are getting about 2.25 gems out of it. But yeah, we can just round it. We'll just say like you're getting like 2 gems, right? Because it's simple math. For each dollar you spend, you're getting 2 gems. Going back to this bundle, that's the coin shop. Going back here, when you're spending your money, we're not looking at these things on the bottom. We're only looking at these two right now. You're spending the same amount of money, and instead of getting 200 gems, you are getting 100 gems. So you're getting half as much. So essentially, what this bundle ends up coming out to is you are paying, if it's $90 for the bundle, you're paying $45 for 100 gems, and you're paying $45 for Galland. Is Galland worth $45? No. Is any unit worth $45? Like, the fact that he is in the coin shop and will be available for you to get through normal methods, no. I would not spend $50 for a unit unless they are so beyond broken that it makes no sense. But the fact that he's at the coin shop and you can get him at some point is where I'm getting at. So I just wanted to make it a little bit more obvious for people who didn't understand how, not really how the math is just something that I like to do to make it a little bit more easy to digest, how the packs are broken down or the value you're getting out of it. But that's pretty much exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to make it easier to understand what's the value of these things. So hopefully that kind of explains both the new coin shop update as well as this bundle for any of you guys, because not everyone here spends money. If we have, like, we'll just say like 1,000 people playing the game, maybe only 10 of those people or 50 of those people actually spend money on the game, and the other 950 just play the game as is. But that's not a reason for me not to kind of go over this for those who are willing to spend. That's really it for now. I'm going to try to do a video every day until Global drops. I do have videos backlogged a bit, and so you should be seeing a little bit more content for the foreseeable future. Thank you for supporting me, and I'll see you all in the next one.